In order to create a face tracking campaign, all you have to do is drag and drop one of the icons that you see here into the main area of your builder. It can be a 3D asset as long as it's a GLTF or GLB file. If it's a video, it can be an MP4. If it's an image, it can be a JPEG or PNG. If it's an audio file, it can be an MP3, or you can do just text. In this case, we'll upload a 3D asset. And for this case, we'll use a 3D asset from our ready-to-use library. And what I'm looking for is actually sunglasses. So we are going to search for sunglasses, and I'm going to go with sunglasses 01 and click add to scene. Now, while I am using sunglasses, I want you to keep in mind that you could also use a mask, a hat, or anything that you want to use for your virtual try-on or filters and effects. But now we need to make these fit. So we'll select it, and on the right-hand side, we're going to click on Properties, and then we're going to click on Scale. Then I'm going to use a wider range here, and I'm going to scale this to 4.5 and see how that looks. All right, so that's looking pretty good so far. So now I can use these arrows and move it around in position. Or on the right-hand side, I could click on Position and change the position this way instead. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and use these arrows and position the sunglasses until they fit on the face perfectly. Now, if the sizing isn't correct as you begin to position it, you can always go back and adjust the scaling until it's perfect. But for now, I think this looks pretty good right here. Awesome. Now, once we're done with that, we can do additional things like adding a frame. This is helpful for filters and effects. Now, the frame is a static filter that we'll add in front of our user, and we can add up to 8 different pictures in order to create a frame for our experience. In this case, I'm only going to add one picture here at the bottom, and it can be any PNG or JPEG file. So I'm going to go ahead and upload my frame, and once I do, we can see that my frame is now being added to the bottom of the screen. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on Save, and my frame is ready to be used. Another element that I might want to add is a button or a call to action. So I simply click on Add Button, and once I have it selected, I can now edit this button on the right-hand side, and I can customize the content and the style. So, for example, inside of the content, I could say go to e-commerce. And then inside of our interactions, I will add an interaction. For the starting event, we are going to select tap. And for the result of the interaction, we are going to go to link. And then for the link, I can enter my e-commerce store. But it could also be a different type of interaction. So instead of go to e-commerce, I could say change sunglasses. And then for the interactions, we will keep the starting event as tap, but instead of go to link for the result of the interaction, we could do next scene, previous scene, or go to scene. So what exactly is a scene inside of Aryel? Well, a scene is an AR scenario that users will access with the same QR code or the same link as the campaign. And you can add a new scene by clicking on the plus button here at the top. And as you can see inside of my new scene, we can add a new pair of sunglasses or a hat, or maybe change the filter that we are creating. By the way, I'd like to mention that if you are using a starting event that isn't tap, but something like tilt head left or tilt head right, that's the basis for something like a quiz filter, but we'll discuss that in a future video. Now, something else that you might find useful for your face tracking campaigns is the screenshot button. And to add the screenshot button, all we have to do is navigate to our settings down here in the bottom left-hand corner. And then once we are inside of our settings, we're going to scroll down here, and inside of our actions, you'll notice that we have a screenshot option. So all we have to do is turn that on and then click on Save. And now your users can take a selfie and then share it to their social media profiles. To check and see how your campaign is coming along, you can always use the preview button up here at the top right. This will generate a link that will expire in 1 hour, and it's very useful because it won't make you use your monthly views, nor will it affect the report section. So use this each time you want to see how your campaign looks. Now, when you try it, you will see our launcher and our loader page. And you can customize these pages by going into the style settings over here on the left-hand side. So let's go ahead and dive in there now. From here, you can upload a logo and change the colors. Let's go ahead and upload our launcher logo. Then we can go ahead and change the colors. And enterprise plans will be able to remove the Powered by Aryel watermark here at the bottom. And once we're finished, we go ahead and click on save. Now, once you are finished and you're ready to publish, all you have to do is click the publish button up here at the top right. From here, you will be able to choose your campaign domain as well as your campaign slug. You can also customize the QR code by removing Aryel's logo and changing the color. And once you've done that, just click on publish. And perfect. Now you have the permanent link to your campaign that you can now distribute on your website, e-commerce store, social media profiles, email marketing, and so forth. And you can also download the QR code so that you can print it for your offline campaigns. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to use the buttons that you see on the screen right now to watch even more tutorials, or go to our platform and start having fun with Aryel.